Anna Radulovski is an entrepreneur, founder, and advocate for diversity in tech, passionate about startups and innovation. She is founder at Coding Girls, a global nonprofit helping girls and women to get into technology and develop a tech career. Anna, are you here? Yeah, great. Hello, nice to see you again.
Hi, Bilal. Nice to see you. You look absolutely fabulous. Thanks a lot for inviting me to this incredibly cool conference.
And thank you so much for joining us. I would like to congratulate you for your birthday today. And we really appreciate that you're spending your special morning with us. So your topic today is turning crisis into opportunities. How can we do that?
Absolutely. I'd love to share my experience. So hello, everyone. And if you feel like asking me a question, you can use a chat on the right on this incredibly cool platform, and I will flick through there and will answer your question if we have enough time, or you can follow up with me on LinkedIn, and I will be glad to provide more support or answer to your question. So as Bilana introduced me, I am the founder and CEO at Coding Girls, a global nonprofit helping girls and women to get into technology and develop a tech career. And I am founder and CEO co-founder and CEO at Women Tech Network, one of the largest networks for women in technology, minorities, and allies. And today I'm going to share with you my experience as a founder, as an entrepreneur, as a working mom, and as a woman who initiated and led the largest virtual conference aiming at reaching 100,000 women in tech and science, minorities, and their ally in the world from her apartment, alongside with her co-founder, who is also her partner in life. We have 50,000 members in our network at Women Tech Network, and we reached more than 130,000 people on our platform during the 3 days of our conference that we hosted just recently. Thanks a lot for the birthday wishes. Thanks, Mario. Thanks, Yahonora. I hope you pronounced your name correctly. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So yeah, and I'd like to share with you my experience. It's super fresh and I learned a lot. It was a great experience, and through this case study, I want to share with you how we managed to turn the crisis into the opportunity. I will share with you what was the situation and what happened afterwards, and just how in 3 months, so actually less than 3 months, we managed to organize the largest virtual conference for women in technology and science, and also minorities and their allies in the world. So I will start with my story. I don't have any slides, but I hope that's not a problem with you. And I will start with my story, how I actually got started with Coding Girls, and maybe something what is different between Coding Girls and Women Tech Network, except for in one case you have girls and in other case you have women. So I started in 2017 with Coding Girls. I was, at one of the tech events. I found myself to be one of the few women in tech, and the event was huge, and I was there were just 10 women or something, and I was like, but where are the women? What's the problem? And I started to do a research, and I found out that actually the interest really shapes when girls and boys in their childhood. So when you tell to a girl, when you call a girl a princess and you dress her only in pink or mostly in pink, and when you treat boy strong, cool boy, good boy, yes, go for it, be brave, do that, do this, and you give them Lego and you give them truck, you encourage them to go into technology. So I thought probably the interest really started there, and let's organize a workshop to see if girls are not interested in technology. So what we did, we organized a workshop for girls from 9 to 12, and actually they were I found, not me myself personally, as I am not coding, I have some understanding. I have some, I took a couple of online courses from Harvard. You have many courses on edX, on Coursera, many university open different courses, so you can really check out. There are so many computer science and tech courses out there. So I got in touch with a woman who is a backend engineer. I told her, look, let's do that. And she was like super excited about it. She said, okay, let's do that. I told her, look, there's Scratch. And with Scratch, you can do like really easy animations. Let's do that. And she said, okay, cool, let's do that. And we were like, okay, let's try that. And we organized, we wanted to organize one workshop, and it turned out to be like 2 workshops instead, because people were so interested. And after those 2 workshops, what we saw was incredible. Like girls were like super interested. They started to show them what they did. They came home and received so many letters and so many messages of appreciation that we did like a course afterwards of also on Scratch. And then what we saw, well, actually, these girls are interested in tech. So where's the problem starts? The problem starts actually at later stage when girls have to choose their career. When they are already in tech, they face so many challenges. They often become disencouraged because they don't always feel like this is the place where I belong, or the industry is so male dominated. And even when you go to a conference, normally there are less than 20% of speakers that are women. They're less than 20%, you know? And right now what we are observing, like, yes, conferences are pushing into inviting more women in technology, but on average, there are much less women in technology than men, definitely. And then what we did, basically with Coding Girls, we started to organize different workshops, courses for beginners and inspirational meetups, but also for elder already girls because they needed more, and for women. And what happened, many women started to reach out to me personally to help them find a job, or to help them get in touch with a specific company that they want to work for, because they discovered that this company is a cool place to work for women, or like she knows some people who said, yeah, it's a great company for women. And on the other hand, companies started to reach out to us and say, hey, can you like help us find a female engineer? We cannot just go online there and say, hey, we're looking for a female engineer, because that would be also a discrimination. But we actually don't know how to attract more women, why they don't apply, or if they do apply, maybe they get disengaged. What do we do wrong? And what we started to do with Women Tech Network, we started to organize after work events, focusing on career and inspiration. It's a mix of inspirational talks in the beginning with software engineers, developers, product managers. And then you have a networking with hiring specialists where you can directly ask them questions. It's just 5 minutes, so you can talk to so many specialists at the same time. You can also network with fellow women in tech. And basically people love that. And what happened? The COVID came, no one expected, and we were hoping until the last moment that we don't have to cancel our events, at least those who were planned for the 10th of, we had, at the same time, we had events on the 4th of March. We have in Barcelona an event, we had in Barcelona. On the 10th of March, we had 2 events, one in Bucharest and one in Sofia, and we had to cancel 2 events in Barcelona and in Sofia, because on the 8th, I think, of March, there were the first cases, COVID cases in Bulgaria. So for the safety reasons, of course, and we've been considering before 8th, but we got a confirmation and we're like, okay, no, of course, we're not going to do that. And then what happened, we actually found ourselves that we have to cancel more than 50 events worldwide. And we're like, what are we going to do right now? We have a team of 7. We have to pay rent, we have to pay bills, we don't want to fire out people because they're great employees. What to do now? And we took a day of not a day, I think it was a week off, not officially, but I couldn't really even work. I couldn't really think, what's now, right? How to react in this situation? What should we do? What can we do? And I started to ask myself, where is an opportunity in this? How we can turn this negative situation into a positive situation. In other words, how we can turn crisis into opportunity. So with my co-founder, who's also my partner in life, I started to think and to discuss different options of what we can do. We did some calculations, like how long we can survive having savings and not having income. And our calculations were until the end of June, I think. And we were okay, so we gotta do something right now to make sure that we can take care of our employees, that we can survive and not find ourselves at loose end. And we've been considering a couple of options. We thought, okay, we can organize maybe some webinars. We can wait until June, and probably the situation will get better and host events. Then we cut our expenses. So we did like checked our expenses and saw that, okay, here we can cut, there we can cut, here we better cut. We also cut our salaries, like really, you know, going super low, covering the necessities to make sure that we've optimized our expenses. And then we thought like, well, why not actually organize a virtual conference? We have these communities worldwide. Why don't we connect them and unite them and organize the largest virtual conference in the world to date? And we were like, okay, let's do that. And basically what we did, we made this big announcement. It was, you know, scary. I was like, that sounds insane. And I will need to run it, to moderate, to have so many things. And on top of that time, my daughter was like 6 months old. So you can imagine how tough was that. And basically, in the end, of course, I want to say that it was absolutely worth it. And how we did that. So first of all, we were researching what are the platforms out there and what are the options. We wanted to make it super interactive, and we wanted to ensure that we have diversity of options. And we found a platform that could accommodate that. And of course, right now, all the platforms, you have different challenges depending on the different types of event that you're hosting and different options if you want to have several tracks at the same time. We also like, since we had so many people in our community and all of them wanted to help, so we announced our ambassadorship program, and many people from all the countries could join us as ambassadors to put their country on the map. For example, a very interesting case that we had, well, many interesting cases, but the one that I want to share with you. We had a couple of ambassadors in Tel Aviv, in Israel, and then one girl contacted us and said, like in your, I couldn't add my city. It's Jerusalem. Why didn't you add it? It's such a vibrant city. We have like a huge tech community here. And I was like, okay, like so thanks for contacting us. I had like I knew that like Israel, of course, is super tech and super modern and startup, but I was like, okay, that's cool. Do you want to be an ambassador to put your city on the map and to make sure that we have cool women from who are in tech and who maybe don't have that access to the global tech community? Make sure that these women can access our conference and get invited. And she was like, yeah, absolutely, I'd love that. So basically, Jerusalem, of course, is known more for like its tech vibe, for its culture vibes, and rather than its tech vibe. But many people that just, you know, by contacting us and by helping us spread awareness about the conference, they get, my time is up. Dilyana, I don't hear you.
Sorry. Yes, but we are listening. No, please don't stop. I'm just showing.
I was like, okay,
it's okay.
Either you cannot hear
three more seconds,
or my time is up. Okay, so I can. How many minutes do I have still?
I think you have 3 seconds, something like that.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So first I thought 15 minutes was a lot. Then I thought 15 minutes is not enough. So maybe one main thing that I want to share with everyone is, in crisis, you shouldn't wait for things to get better, make them better. So turn this, right. You see something, because everyone is like waiting, okay, like after the crisis, let's talk. No, you need to react and you need to think, okay, how should I use these conditions that I have with the resources that I have, and to turn this into opportunity for me and to serve for the humanity in a positive way. So that's something I want to leave our audience with. And if you have any questions, as I said, you can write me in the chat or you can contact me on LinkedIn. And thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Great. Thank you so much, Anna. And congratulations on your mission to unite 100,000 women in tech to discuss things that matter during this great Women Tech Global Conference. It was impressive. And good luck in future. I think we can do really great things, our both organizations.